Here, welcome back to BRP. It's Thursday. It's the Thursday before 4th of July, which basically just means this is for a lot of, if you work in a place that like you have to go to the office this week, that just means that this Thursday was the day where not a lot of motherfuckers was in the office, right? Oh damn, I cursed way too early on the YouTube stream, huh? I'm sorry, YouTube. Don't get mad at me. Facts is facts. Early birds in the chat. Piece of cousin Jermaine. We'll talk about this in a little bit. Antoine, did you hear that Trenton may be getting a hockey team? Did you hear about that? What up, D? Pause. Yeah, run the likes up. When you jump in the chat, please run the like up. Oh, my brother is on the way. Shout out Sean Tragedy. Last week, Sean Tragedy, it was brother fam. Salute. Uh-oh. You good?
It's me.
Last week it was two wrestling shows wrestling at the same time, and Sean Tragedy said, "Hey, I'll catch y'all live next week." And he's a man of his word. Piece of him. Shout out Tonio. Piece of Blue Chew Ken Lou. Shout out Rock. Antoine, apparently the Utah Grizzlies, not Eastern Conference, but like it's one of them like minor league hockey teams. At the end of the 2025-2026 season, they leave in Utah. And in the news release that they had about this, they said that an investment team in Trenton, New Jersey, was going to be putting in on trying to get them over there. So we'll see. Next, I guess, sometime within the next year or so, we'll see if and it's the Devils team that has a team in that same league, and their team that contract is up after this upcoming season as well. So like the chips may fall for Trenton to actually have a team at some point. Shouts out Beyond the Bell. D Skills. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Joe Dixon. Yeah.
Shout out, my bad.
Shout out. Mardi Gras fan for real. What is that?
That's what I don't understand. Like, listen. You mean low? Already know this. This is not the
you lagging, bro.
Law.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah. No, it's all good. You better now. I mean, not really. It's Thursday.
Ha.
It is what it is. It is what it is. And he won the title. We'll talk about that in a bit, though. Yeah, piece of the chat. Fam got the Lola Falana back on, is what they said. Wait, who put the Yamis in the chat? Who these skills? You put some Yamis in the collection?
Yeah,
plate?
it's already in the
Hold
chat.
up. You know what it is? These skills, me too. It be so much going on in the week. These skills said I look forward to this show / podcast every week. Blessings to all the BRP collective. Nah, for real. This is me and him and his cousin been talking wrestling in some form or fashion. 7 years, 8 years, something like that. It's been a minute.
Mad years.
It's ever since Jimmy Snuka was on trial finally for that Yamin. That was like the first scandal we talked about on Black Rasslin. Yeah, your Yamin is Yaminin right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you at all. That's how crazy. But who else is in the chat?
she said, yeah, I mean,
He's the Rattler Steve. He's the Creek from the beach. Yeah, Antoine, for real, getting that investment, put some money in the collection plate to get a team in Trenton. John Young, shout out John Young. Shouts out to y'all being up in the chat. Yeah, please hit up that thumbs up for real. We
listen. All right,
shout out Megs.
I've been in and out in these streets, boss. I had a good time over the last week. Shout out to all the bros. All the sisters. It's $9.99.
Fam been outside for real. Shout out Mr. D. Pause? Is that a for putting 999? He ain't had nothing to say. Just put 99 in the chat. That's that'll go to something. That'll go to the Vimeo. That'll go to the StreamYard. I'll tell you that much. Because they all said, "Hey, we getting that money back." What did Corey say? Corey said, "I called Fam and went straight to voicemail. I was around the corner." Fam be outside.
I was just seasoning chicken for the goddamn.
Well, I was gonna say. I mean, it sounds from what you just said in our conversation offline. It sounded like they got you man in the bird. Is it you barbecuing? What you doing?
Oh, I mean, listen, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice at this point. Yeah, it's getting fried up. I don't have a choice at this point. The aunties, my moms, everybody has designated me to take care of the bird for the 4th of July for every function.
You the yard bird man.
So I really, that's it. I don't have no choice.
I like it.
I don't have no, you know what I mean? So I get home, is y'all like I got 20 pounds of bird upstairs. Thaw it out. 20 pounds of bird.
That's a lot of bird.
All seasoned up. So I season the bird, and I season the flour. Right. So season the bird, then I season the flour.
Do people not season the flour? Because some people don't season the flour.
Hey, listen. However y'all do what y'all do, that's your business. I can't speak for what other folks do.
Right.
I just understand when you fall short in your greatness. And I want better for y'all.
Facts.
I do, but I also know it'll never, ever be the famous.
It's not the same. It's not. And I've had it.
Listen.
Multiple times? I feel like it's been a couple times at this. Yeah, I feel like it's been a couple times at this point. Yeah, now that should be jamming. That should be jamming for real. Ain't even no bullshit.
And it's such an elementary dish. But when niggas don't do it the right way,
right?
Don't be right.
Yeah,
and that's fine. You know what I mean? Something be off just a little bit. Yada. That's cool. But when you need the authentic, when you need the real, when you need the tantamount, when you need the best, you come to fam for fam's famous. Because this is truly acknowledged chicken. This is truly acknowledged chicken. I want y'all to understand what we're doing out here. Listen, I know we all love wrestling, right? We all love pro wrestling. We've seen these guys for years come in, and you guys, especially you guys, I'm pointing at y'all, feel judged when I say what I say, but y'all niggas have been loving, like, a bunch of folks coming in and thinking that they are part of what it is we do. Oh, he's small and he might be just put him in. He's with us. The truth is, ain't nothing us but us.
Facts.
And I want y'all to reckon, ain't nothing us but us. We are them. I am him. We are them. Insight and entertainment. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. Listen, pardon me.
Damn.
Pardon me. I'm feeling away. I'm in a good mood. It's the holiday weekend. You know what I'm saying? And I got the Lola Falana in the back. Listen, we're in a good mood.
That was decisive too. We'll talk the actual show. I guess I don't know who's around tonight. It could just be Casual Monday. I don't know. But when we get to the show, I was out the competition dumb early, and then I said, "Damn, I'm still losing." I went with the black woman and the John. Anyway, should we? Well,
I guess, yeah.
well, because I
want
want to say, this. Actually, let me get Season the Bird off here, because that would sound kind of crazy with this conversation. But peace to Monge. Monge was because Monge constantly. I was like constantly, but he always in the DM. He said when he working on, he shout folks out. He say what's up. A salute to him for real across the pond. I read his Night of Champions review before I got to the show just to refresh my memory. But he saw Fam said, tap in to Black Rasslin Podcast this week so I could tell you the big story that I happened this weekend. And Mons was like, yo, he hit me and he was like, yo, Fam talking about the Blafties. I'm like, oh no, this conversation happening on the show. There's no way that there's no way that we could gatekeep in any way, shape, or form what apparently happened to Fam this weekend in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Take your shirt off. Just right in your head. We can like it.
I'm sorry.
DC in Maryland. That was because they did for each record.
Oh, okay. I like it.
So, all right. Shout out to the go folks over at ASÉ.
Mm-hmm. Salute ASÉ.
There was an event this weekend. Listen, I keep telling niggas, man. Listen, all right, because I got it's a lot of preaching.
Talk that shit
this week, right? It's a lot of preaching I got to do this week because we love pro wrestling.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And when we're at home and we get sick, right? We ask, oh my gosh, my nose is stuffy. I need some Kleenex. No, you need some tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
word.
And what we do as people, Americans, whatever, is we love to lean to our favorite brands and the brands that we're familiar with. And it teaches, oh, you know what I mean? That's what greatness is. And we talk about WWE and blah, blah, blah. And I love WWE. It's fun times. Shout out to Dad, man. What's going on?
Piece of G Dad.
And what we do is like I said, we kind of lean to like what our favorite brands is.
Of course.
A lot of the folks in our chat lean to the E, WWE, Big Fan, whatever the nickname is.
Right.
Let me explain to y'all something for me. Black Rasslin, the brand, is necessary.
Facts.
Because we can't get everything we need from one place.
Right.
Historically.
Right.
And there are a couple of places. Shout out to Good Folks Who Fight. They had me out there. They had me out there. If y'all saw it online, they had me out here looking like AZ.
DEI or DIE?
You know what I'm saying? DI.
I think he was on the ASÉ show for a hot second. I gotta go back to the tape.
They had me doing the backstages, and I did the interview this week, and it came out. The big time, Rob. I'm sorry.
I gotta see it. I didn't see it. I gotta see it.
Got attacked. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm sorry.
I gotta see.
Right? But those folks, in conjunction with the good folks over at ASÉ,
shout out ASÉ.
Give me what I want from pro wrestling, because they give me pro wrestling like matches, but they give me pro wrestling the characters, and they give me the best thing about pro wrestling when it's done the way that I prefer it, is they give me Negro nuance.
Yes.
And that's my
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So fast forward, we had an amazing show over at ASÉ. Good times to see my family. Me and the missus went down. Shout out to Lovely, and
salute.
Shout out to everybody.
Brian H. Waters, salute.
Yes, Queen PR, Big Daps, all that.
PR, salute.
So we had an amazing time, and this is wrestling in the way that I prefer it. It's black pro wrestling with Negro nuance. I had an amazing time.
I like Negro nuance. You good? You good?
So
Okay.
let's slow down. Earlier in the day. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Let's slow down early in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I did something I've never done before. And I had to post about it immediately.
Right.
I ended up at a lesbian tattoo party.
What? Wait, did you what did it
I ended up at a lesbian tattoo party.
How? Yeah, how?
And
what was the chain of events right before you got there?
All right, it was never I was out of place. So there's a section of Charlotte that is a bit trendy, nice, cool place. I believe it's North Point, something like that.
Where?
And we decided, hey, we've got time before the show. Let's go out and chill out and hang out and do some things, eat some food, whatever. There's a place down there called the Hardy Boys Record Store that we went to. Had a really good time. Right. There was good food down there. Hit a couple bars. So we go to a bar.
Right.
And have a couple of drinks, and we find what was labeled a cheesecake bar.
Huh? What that mean?
Pardon my ganache. Oh my gosh, boy! Cheesecake with sweet potato with tap of it, mushroom, marshmallow sauce, and the bourbon, pecan. Listen,
what?
Amazing. Listen, right? So we did that. I'm like, let me go get another drink.
Right.
Have the second drink. We leave the bar and we step outside. I've had a couple drinks now. The missus has been taking it easy, but I've been taking it easy, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I love it.
So we leave the bar and it's all right. I'm ready for the day. You know what I'm saying? I got some Crown Royal in me. I got some whiskey in me. I'm ready for the day. We leave the spot and I hear some R&B. Now, R&B is the blackest music. You know what I mean? I love Camp North End. That's it. Camp North End.
There you go. Shout out Tonio. Shout out Tonio on the check-in.
So now I got some look in me and I hear the R&B. Now, R&B is a lot blacker than hip-hop. White boys love Wu-Tang and 50 Cent. It's black. You know what I mean? SWV and, you know what I mean? The Walk On and all that. Like, listen, CeCe Peniston. It was CeCe Peniston black up there. Okay?
Right. I'm with you.
I'm like, oh, baby, it must be a day party. Let's stroll over there.
Word.
Right? So, strolls over to the day party. And they call me the mayor. They call me the mayor because I fit in almost every circumstance. Hey, what's up, babe? All right now. Hey, now. Good to see you, babe. What's going on? Right? So we're walking in the situation and I'm not even doing my mayor-ish. Like, I'm just walking in. We see it's folks over here. You know, some ladies over there on the bench chilling out. They having a good time. Looks like they, clicked up. See some ladies over here on the other side, and they clicked up. And man, this is cool. Everybody having a good time. The DJ is a lady, black woman, you know what I mean? Shout out, you know what I mean? And as I'm walking through here, and the music is amazing, I'm like, wait. Where's the niggas? I ain't know.
You know niggas whatsoever.
Not Ed nigga. It wasn't Ed nigga around. It was all women.
It was all women. Good music, but a bunch of women. Great music. Mm-hmm.
All women.
Interesting.
What's going on? We walking by, and this is, there's the way this is set up is there's like the rail on one side, where there are a bunch of chairs and spaces. Pause. Chairs and spaces, and it's women hanging out, but not like abnormal. It's nothing like extra there, but just a good time. So then we get to we get to where like it's the heart of the situation,
Right.
right?
You there?
And it's where everything that's going on. I see the DJ over a little bit past where we were, and we get to the side.
You in the nucleus.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. And I see the DJ. There are more densely populated tables, but it's all ladies. Babe, where the niggas at? Like, let me
where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at?
Right?
Oh,
and
man.
It wasn't no nigga. I never saw it. And listen, when I
the DJ was a woman?
DJ was a lady.
There you go.
DJ was a lady getting busy playing amazing 90s R&B.
Love it. Shout out women on the Wheels of Steel. Sorry.
So we down there and and we look in and so we get to the main storefront.
I see you, Sierra.
And there are two women and they're giving tattoos.
What? Like full-fledged? Like,
you know how they be on the beds? You know what I mean?
Right by, how close to the DJ booth?
Probably maybe like a storefront away, right?
Okay.
And so, they're giving tattoos. So we look, and whether the two tattoo chairs, I guess, where they was laid out and getting tatted.
Yeah,
was a table.
Mm-hmm.
The table had a couple of bottles of liquor, some mixers, and like a sheet. The sheet had like simplistic drawings. It was like, oh, you can get one of these for $75. Two on for $1.50.
Oh,
but this is the situation.
Right.
Everybody was in there to get like small, like novelty tattoos.
A little something, yeah.
Right. And so then we realized, this is a tattoo situation to advertise the business. So we ended up in a Negro-free
R&B party.
R&B party, aka the Lesbian tattoo party. And listen, the first thing I did, because they weren't, let me be clear, they weren't like, oh, get out of here.
Right.
Not directly. No one ever spoke. No one spoke to me.
Not what?
I spoke to my wife. The lady tattooing, blew my wife a kiss. I don't even want no smoke. But
they're not gonna tell you to leave. There. Nobody's gonna tell you.
No. They were absolutely cool. The first thing I did was text you. It was like, yo, do you got a high res of the VRP? Because if I got time left, baby, I'm getting it. And I would be proud to get tatted down here. It would be very dope. But I did not. We ran out of time. We had to get over to Slingshot Social Club for the ASÉ event.
Word.
But that, my friend, is how I ended up at the Lesbian tattoo party.
Oh, well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, because that was really the last surety of Pride. So I think, well, I a lot of the if the event hasn't happened throughout the month of June, that last weekend or that last day or whatever, it's going to be, those shows are going to happen, those festivals are going to happen or whatever. So now it makes sense. It makes sense, but
it was also a very new business.
Mm-hmm.
And just speaking to the young lady at the bar, she was like, "Oh man, that lady's awesome. She's a great tenant. She's a great neighbor." And yeah, it was very dope. We had a good time out there. And I'm gonna be honest, sweetheart, if I get a chance, and when I come back down there, maybe for the next ASÉ, we'll see. I will get to that parlor and get right.
Because the next ASÉ is at the Slingshot the end of this month, right?
Yeah, man. Slingshot Social Club is a nice spot for that particular event.
I think what did that spot look like outside of a packed wrestling show venue?
So you walk up, depending on what angle you come up to.
Stop it, Jermaine. Stop it, Jermaine.
You wildin'. Or whatever, like it's like a Dave and Buster's, or I'm trying to think of what else. What are the other names? Dave and Buster's.
It had actual games in there.
Yeah, gaming, big screens, video games, and a bar and TVs all over the place. It's a nice patio situation where a lot of the pro wrestlers were. Which, listen, good time seeing. It's always a good time seeing your folks.
Facts.
You see, folks. Listen, I am not a reserved dude when it comes to, oh my gosh, that's my peoples.
Right.
You know what I mean, this and that, and shout out to the folks at the Nation of African American Pro Wrestling Fans.
I saw they was out. Yeah.
They were well represented, and you know what I mean, they was giving away swag.
Oh, okay.
It was cool just to meet people you haven't seen past online, but also, you know, you see the folks that you don't see every day, but you know what I mean? Of course, lovely. You know, Faye Jackson is out there hanging out, there Rona, Chug D. It's good folks. Listen, Brona caught me in
Uh-oh.
I keep it. It be on me.
Yeah. Keep that thing on me.
I go to the bar, order my drink. I drink that drink. I go to the cup, get my bottle. So I'm in the bathroom refilling my drink.
Right.
And here come brother, you know what I mean, brother Brona, Adrian Brona, getting himself together, putting his tape on. I'm in here, tying it on, tying one on. And you know, but it was that, man. That was the feel of the event. I'm sure you guys throw a dope event. This is 2 weeks in a row, man, where I've gotten an opportunity to do wrestling the way that I prefer it.
Big, black, and outside.
Good God Almighty! That's listen. That's it.
I'm gonna put that on the list of names for the episode. But Lesbians Had Two Parties, probably the name of the episode. Big, black, and outside. You know what's crazy? Because as I have a fairly solid episode of TNA Impact streaming on my TV right now, I forgot that last week was a lot of wrestling. This week isn't as much wrestling. It's enough wrestling, but last week was a lot of wrestling. But I thought it was 2 weeks ago. I forgot that it was last week. Yes, here. Big, black, and outside. Big, black, and outside is facts, though. At a certain point,
Big, black, and inside is crazier.
Big piece of Mike Sempervive. We're gonna have to figure out. Freddie, patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay the 1, pay the 10. Let me get out of this. We're clearly out of story time. But no, I'm trying to watch everything. What the hell do we watch today? Shit, what did we just watch? Hold up. Because we watched something wild the other day. No, I know what it was. We watched the first WCW match on a WWE program. It was Booker T defending the WCW world title against Buff Bagwell weeks before the Invasion pay-per-view, and it was Buff Bagwell's first and last WWE match. So yeah, we got the whole rundown on the Patreon for y'all over there. But it's been
grand closing.
No, well, the thing, I mean, shit, that was on him too. He won't say it. He was trying to cape and say that, nah, we just do a WCW match. They didn't know how to rock with us. Booker T, DDP, Jim Ross is like, hey, We didn't know what his extracurricular activities was, but they was clearly interfering with his at work time. So yeah, Double A was commentating. It was Double A and a bald head white guy. I don't know who the guy was. It was that whole shit was weird. That whole shit was weird for a end of a Monday Night Raw episode in 2001. But not yet. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. BBNO is a hashtag we got to start, Sierra.
Big Black and Outside.
Not this.
Not this.
Not this. Was there any other? There's been a lot of non-wrestling news. Is there any non-wrestling news that we need to get into before we start a show?
Should we go? I mean, should we go Street Fighter? Right.
So I was on Turnbuckle Talk the other day.
Okay.
And they was dancing. They was talking about, yeah, did y'all hear who may be joining Roman Reigns on the Street Fighter set? And I'm like, who the hell are you talking about? I hadn't heard anything. I hadn't heard shit. This was Tuesday. I hadn't heard a thing. And they making jokes and they blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait, who was you saying? And Mr. D, that's what happened. They said Cody Rhodes was at the time rumored to be playing Guile on the Street Fighter movie. And
before we get past it, I don't care. Shout out to Mimi. This is an upgrade.
An upgrade from the last movie or in general?
Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is an upgrade. He's American.
Well, so what's the trade-off, right? Like Jean-Claude Van Damme can do all of the moves, even if the moves aren't necessarily Guile. He can just do the stuff, but he can't act.
This is what I'm saying.
He can't do any of the other stuff.
If you play as E-Guile, his kicks, his punches, it's
like a backflip. Yeah.
Right? Listen,
Sean Trey, that's a good question.
This nigga is not doing no martial arts. He is one of these guys.
But
Cody fits the bill.
Does he?
Yes.
Let me get the photo because I got it. Somebody shared a side by side, and I mean, in the face, it makes sense. I need this download. In the face, it makes sense. I don't know if like Cody's actual.
We had Jean-Claude Van. We had a nigga had an accent.
No, but this is what
American flag fake tattoo.
But this is my thing. This is my thing, though. Just because the last movie badly casted for that role doesn't mean that it should be okay. And I'm not caping for Street Fighter. I don't care. But I can't say because the last movie did the bad shit that it's fine for this one to do the bad shit. Because at a certain point, Cody is not Guile.
But at a certain point, he is. What I mean is, all American, blonde hair.
Do you think they're going to give him a
tattoo? You don't even need the new arm tattoo because of the neck.
Do they give him a wig?
Nah.
They don't. He's got to wear. So he's wearing a beret.
This is fine.
You don't
need a high top that go out. It would look dumb.
He's going to be.
I promise you.
Is he going to have to bulk up, or like Cody in Saudi Arabia in the army fatigue with the tank top is going to be good enough?
Yeah. Listen, Cody is the all-American guy. That's part of his gimmick. You don't have to. Because listen, here's the thing. And I love, I'm a video game nigga. I'm a fighting game nigga. But if you put certain guys in a game and try to match the aesthetic exactly of the game, it's going to be whack because you being more loyal to the game than being loyal to making a good movie.
What?
So that being the case, listen, give me someone who looks realistic. And do you need this? Do you need this?
I don't know if you need the full white boy kid box fade. I mean, cousin Jermaine, I think for because a lot of people are probably looking at the actual Guile build and saying that don't look like Cody Rhodes. And I mean, they would Mimi was suggesting Wardlow, who is trying to act. I imagine there's probably other white guys who have a wider muscular frame.
I don't want to see Wardlow in wrestling. So
I think the thing is I don't know how any of these people can act, and I'm going to assume is Cody his role isn't going to be small, is it?
It also isn't going to be player one.
So he's going to be like he may die in the movie.
It could be.
He might, not saying he will, but he might could die in the movie. Antoine said he needs a flat top. See, because I think the sentiment online, when I saw a lot of people who were down talking Cody as Guile, they were going based off of this shit don't happen in the game. Like, people were like, yo, there's no way that Guile and Akuma should even be interacting. Which is outside of Scott Steiner. Sounds crazy.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
2025 Scott Steiner is not doing that role. I'm sorry.
Don't fall in love with a piece when the pieces
Jermaine really caping for Cody right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sorry. What you saying, Finn?
Like, don't fall in love with the piece if the pieces make the thing. What I'm saying is one piece being missing or being there ain't gonna break it. Now, there are certain folks that need to be there. Ken, Ryu, Dowsim, M. Bison.
Hold up.
There are folks that need to be there.
2020. This movie's coming out next year. Who is cast as what? All right, hold up.
Like, the Ryu nigga is important.
That well, because you saying Ken and Ryu, I'm like, yeah, these are the ones that we need to be really focused on. They're probably going to be
more no
like who is Andrew Koji?
I don't know. I mean, Koji.
No, Noah Centineo. I know of him. He'd be on Netflix.
But this is what I'm saying is, you can't marry none of this. You can't marry none of this because they are just throwing stars at you. They just throwing niggas. Oh, Jason Momoa. Oh, Jason. First of all, the bigger deal for me is Jason Momoa and goddamn Roman Reigns being in the same place at the same time.
I love it. How's that even happening?
Right.
50 Cent as Balrog is funny to me though.
That
you know why, right? You know why, right? Though
I'm listening.
Well, Balrog is it was an obvious Mike Tyson flip. If I'm not mistaken, in Japan or somewhere, Balrog is actually M. Bison, and I don't know if M. Bison is actually, because they switched the names between some of the territories, but it's only funny to me because 50 and Mike Tyson have like actual real life beef. So 50 playing the boxer nigga in the video game movie that's based off of Mike Tyson. I don't know if that's a win or an L to me, but it's just funny to me that their beef some YouTube video is going to intersect their beef in 2016 with this point where Mike Tyson's playing the video game boxer nigga.
So
don't mind me.
Is there anybody in a situation who you need to be someone?
I'm so past need.
Or let's go make sense.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at who's not there, because we were talking about Sagat, Dalsim. Like, there's a couple names that's not listed at all. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could CGI is gonna be crazy. You could probably put a Riz Ahmed or somebody as a Dalsim. You're gonna have to shave his head, and you got to paint his body up anyway. Pause. But you also gonna have to CGI this motherfucker doing the punch and the kick going all across the room and shit. So they might as well shout the peeps. Joey Savage said Lee Laurel from LFG is Chun-Li. That makes a lot of sense, but you really got to be watching LFG. She could do that. She could do that. Who else is missing? I feel like there's a name that I'm not. Oh, E Honda.
E Honda. Who's your E Honda?
Fuck. But if you're gonna throw WWE people in there, if they could put his hair and I would put Bronson Reed in the E Honda position. He could do this.
E Honda got on Jordan 4s.
E Honda with black cement 3s and Zangief. That's Miro.
Oh my gosh, that's it.
That's Miro.
That's the one.
I'm sorry, Rusev. You just got to paint it. I mean, Antoine said Rusev as E Honda.
No.
Sheamus as Zangief could work as well, but I don't know if he could do the accent. Because that's straight up Russia.
Fella.
I mean, Rusky. The one that screwed Jasper on NXT is E Honda. What's the name? Josh Briggs' boy. I can't think of his name right now. Becky as Cammy would be crazy. That makes sense. Damn, that really does make sense.
Old school Kofi is DJ.
That makes sense. No, yes, all this makes sense. All this makes sense.
Didn't you have an accent?
See, Rock.
Hey, Carl, I think this is what we got tonight. We might go ahead.
We might need to start. Damn, it's really. I was not looking at the clock. Fuck it. You know what? It is. Oh, shit. It's me and the champ anyway, right? It's just me.
Monday.
It's just casual Monday. It's just me and the champ. Let me turn this music off. Let me turn this intro on, and we will get to talking. Interesting weekend because we're gonna have to talk about ASÉ. If you didn't watch ASÉ, you're gonna be spoiled. I'm really talking because I can't find my intro. One second, let's go.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Mine didn't play the clip. Mine didn't play the clip. Yours played the clip. Mine didn't play the clip.
Yours didn't play the clip at all?
It was darkness is falling. I
played the clip. Wait, hold up. Chat. Did it play the clip for y'all?
Y'all seen the clip? I just wanted to make sure I wasn't because mine.
I saw it. I saw it.
Okay. As long as you seen it and y'all saw it, it was good. You know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure. Mine was like your browser didn't play the clip. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Make sure.
This is all right. Joey Savage, Antoine. They said they saw the clip. Good.
All right, cool.
I'm glad we're able to keep the band-aids rolling on this show right before July 4th.
I'm be honest here.
What's going on?
We're not going to be here long tonight, fellas.
We
again not going to be here long. I promise.
Unless somebody else pops on.
100%.
This may be a shit. Fuck it.
Truncated is the
drunkated is the word. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. If you've been rocking with us for shit, we still did about 40 some odd minutes. You know that God is still working on us, and fam may be hitting the lesbian tattoo party at some point in the future. As always, it's your boy Cal. Really, it's just me and Casual Monday right now. He got the title. He won it the other day. We'll get to that a little later. But brother fam, say what's good to the people, yo.
Hey man, let me explain something to y'all. We've been doing this for quite some time.
It's been a minute.
We've been doing this for quite some time. That I will fight you, lovely. It's very funny. That's very funny, and it's breaking me because I'm doing something right now. Leave me alone. Listen,
Shout out, lovely.
listen. We've been doing this for quite some time, and there are some folks that are out here that do what we do. There are a bunch of folks that come out here and give you a Negro nuance when it comes to podcasting. There are some folks that do that.
Facts.
Let me explain something to y'all. You welcome, right? You welcome because we were here. We came through that door first.
Facts.
So that y'all niggas could live. I love you niggas. But we did this first so all of y'all could live. Listen, let me explain something to you.
Talk to him.
My cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a conversation with his mama as a toddler. I said, Mama, Auntie, I need a cousin.
What the fuck?
I need a cousin.
Right.
So we can come outside and do what we do, right? Right. Years down the road.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? I meet a nigga, you know what I mean, who's outside and he's doing the content. And I say,
shit.
yo, give me a second. Don't do that yet. But give me a second. We gonna get there. I say, man. Cuz introduced me. He was like, yo, this camp, da-da-da-da. Oh, we need him to do what we need to do, right?
Right.
So travel on down that road that I'm talking about. We meet a young lady.
Okay.
And she's out here being a chick, talking about wrestling.
Facts.
We need what you do to combine with what it is we do.
Facts.
So let's keep going, right? And
Facts.
then
Add on.
we had whole nother show. Shout out to the Wiz Buffett podcast, you know what I'm saying? We was out here in Baltimore talking to rappers and niggas that was doing quality content. And I said, oh, that nigga is dapper. What's his name? Daniel. And everything that he touches turns to gold. Damn Mike. We need him with us too.
Y'all are funny.
I am the
Hi, y'all.
goddamn alpha and the omega when it comes to this goddamn black pro wrestling thing. I know what we need. I know what you niggas need. You niggas need insight and entertainment every single week. I know it. Trust me. I'm not gonna lie to you niggas. I know what you need. You need insight and you need entertainment. And if anything, if niggas is doing anything else, they are wasting your time and ours.
I'm screaming.
You cutting that promo,
yeah.
I'm screaming.
Wrestling God. I am a podcast wrestling God. IlFam79.
Damn.
On your social media of choice. And I am also predictions champion.
I'm screaming.
Wait.
I see the chat wants to they think they rattling me. They think that they trolling me. Okay. You know, hey, troll.
Oh,
you can't troll facts. You can't troll the camera. You can't troll live TV. You know, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
We'll get there.
Good luck, though. Beautiful man.
We'll get there.
I tell you what's not gonna be a thing. These skills H-Town. I tell you what's not gonna be a thing.
Jesus. That's crazy. Stuff fam is crazy.
Oh,
Stuff fam is crazy. DDM.
Hey.
Good to see you.
What's going on? Sorry I'm late, but I had to finalize, not to bring the vibe down, I had to finalize my mom's obituary. Her book, you know, I gotta do it first class. That little leaflet that y'all be doing for the funerals, that's not gonna work for me. Okay.
You got paragraphs.
Oh, it's giving booklets. It's giving
it.
commemorative. It's giving when you go to WWE World and you get your little program.
You got a program. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. You know, my mom ain't getting them little 2-page pamphlets, them little foldable, printer paper y'all be doing. That's not gonna work for me.
The cover alone, I knew it wasn't.
Oh, that's not even a cover. That's the announcement. Okay.
That's love
the announcement of the services. That's not the cover. The cover is a totally different situation.
That's how you know.
Gloss, UV coated, matte finish.
I love it. No, that's how it's supposed to be. if it really means
My
something.
fingerprints on it.
Yeah, what's going on, BRP universe? How are you? Oh, I heard ASÉ was the T.
Oh, nigga. Listen. This is the thing.
Was the T.
And I've been to ASÉ without everybody.
A couple times.
Cal, you got to make one.
I need to go. No, because I'm locked in when it's on. Yeah. I need to go.
I went to T.
I've been to ASÉ with DDM, been with Mimi, been with Math. My favorite road dog, of course, went with me this time.
Word.
Me and Mrs. Fan went, and we had an amazing time. Man, listen. So shout out to all of the pro wrestling folks that not only like embrace me when I come out, you know what I mean? I love y'all niggas, you know what I mean? Y'all already know what it is. But also, like, shout out to y'all niggas for showing wife to, you know what I mean? Showing love to the missus and being receptive and respectful and really embracing her when she come out, because y'all know when y'all see her, y'all see me, and y'all treat her like me. Matter of fact, y'all treat her better than me, but we'll talk about that later on down the road. But man, good gosh, man, it's just something different about ASÉ that when you go out there and they're telling you this story and you get to love it the way you love wrestling and get surprised the way you get surprised watching wrestling, but it's with black nuance. And
it's black as shit.
Listen,
it's a good time. It's giving, you know, it gives homecoming. It gives the let out after the club.
I love it.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, because you know I'm a high production value WWE girl, but Miss ASÉ is a moment. She is a moment.
Yes, they know how to put on good TV. They know how to put on. Matter of fact, I wanted to show they announced before the show that Kiera Hogan and frontman Jossie wasn't going to be able to be there. So I was, and what tripped me out was like, they've got this women's championship coming. They got this tournament's going to play. That Kiera Hogan not being there is a big deal. But
my bad. Hold on. Let me. Can I do this?
Please.
I was wrong. My
what
bad.
You was wrong about?
No. Kiera Hogan specifically. I said, oh nah. She was gonna be at this one. She was hurt.
Right.
Specifically, DDM was like, "Well, is she gonna make it?" And I was like, "Yeah, she'll be there." Hey, DDM, you was right. She won't there.
No shade. It's giving no call, no shit. Like it's giving, ma'am. And I like Miss Hogan. I like
Kiera Hogan too.
Her and Tasha Steelz in that tag match at ASÉ in Vegas WrestleMania weekend. I led, but Miss Hogan be calling out a lot on Miss ASÉ.
That's a fact.
It be giving no call, no show.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm like, sis, at some point, I'm going to be very politically correct because we have close connections. These people ain't like the WWE people. I can just trash now. But,
hey.
But I'm going to say this.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, the people going to stop picking up the phone.
Well,
because I know if it's me, and this is no shade.
No shade.
After a while, it's going to give. We not even calling you no more. If it's DDM Wrestling Inc., you got 2 times. Because the first time, things happen, flights get canceled. That you got to give people that grace. Second time, all right, maybe the dog died. The dog ate my homework. Okay? The third time, all right, we taking you out the Rolodex.
The question is,
does she get credit for making Vegas?
Well, that would see now you have to. I'm grading that on the scale because it's WrestleMania weekend.
That's a good point. Everybody gonna be outside. You almost need them. I don't want to say.
I would love you, Kiera Hogan. If you want to be on the show, give us a call.
Well, there's a reason why people are trying to book her on the show. It's just because I want to. At a certain point, it's not like there's a lack of black women out there who could fill that role. I mean, case in point, when they were trying to get that match going, Jada Stone was out there, was like, yo, no, I'm right here. Caprice, I know I had a match already, but I'm right here. Just put me in a match. She was pleading. And then what happened?
Like I don't smell good. Okay.
I mean, you've been, but I'm saying there's some guys. Oh my goodness. Savannah.
Why
Savannah? I like Savannah.
Why she push her like that?
Nah, because if you stand, listen. All right, so I stood next to. I had an amazing conversation with Jada Stone, on Saturday. But you stand next, and you stand in front of. Nah, I'm not. If she pushed me like that, I'm gonna go down.
She pushed.
But I'm saying there's some guys. Oh my goodness.
But I live for Savannah though. Savannah is a good wrestler. And Savannah's look is given. She's ready for TV. Savannah looks ready for TV.
She's been on TV.
Well, I was gonna say, piece of TNA 2 weeks in a row. They showing a show on YouTube right now. And Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich had a decent little chain match. I gotta run that back. I may run that on the Patreon again. But she was down there maybe like a year or so ago. So, but she's also been doing indies, and she may have even been doing Ring of Honor. I'd have to go back and check. But yeah, Savannah, she was signed to TNA, so I think it's up her. Like you can tell that there's these people who have been on television. When you see them hit an ASÉ, it just
like I don't smell good. Okay.
I mean, you've been, but I'm saying there's some guys. Oh my goodness. Savannah.
And I believe it too. I believe it.
It's the way she looked at she was looking at her while she knew she was on camera to kind of be like, oh, all right, let me get in this ring and handle my bit. That TV can work wonders for somebody, but you can only see it when you are at an ASÉ or you're watching an ASÉ on YouTube to really kind of see that development.
Hey, shout out to Darius for
which one?
There's number two.
Number two. Shout out to
Darius for being smart enough and having enough wherewithal to have enough elevated presentation that these guys get to not only just play in the pro wrestling sandbox, but play in the TV sandbox, right?
Yes.
You have to play the camera. You have to know where the camera is. You have to, and the folks on the card that are smart enough and who have that training were able to reap those benefits. I feel like everybody who came across got some sort of love after that show was over.
Right.
But that's it. That's what Lovely is saying there, man. Is it's amazing seeing these folks use all of their skill set to be able to come across on TV and not need some white daddy being like, this is the TV that you need. But it's just us. Right. It's just us, and it's us getting what we are meaning for us to get and coming across the way we are trying to come across to us. Because listen, no matter what we do at the highest levels, right? Top 3, let's go 3, right? TV shows. There is a non-black filter that all of these things are going to have to go through. And it's amazing that they don't have to go through that for this. And this wasn't here when we started, Cal.
No, we were praying for an ASÉ when this iteration of BRP was coming, because all we had was WWE, maybe some TN. It was a minute before AEW was even a thing when we first started doing BRP. It was like a year and change before AEW was even a thought. So ASÉ is black wrestling, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah,
yes.
When I think of the term black wrestling and then I watch ASÉ, because correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I be in, especially after Night of Champions. Night of Champions had like an hour and change, and then it was ASÉ. Well, ASÉ was supposed to start at 5. It started at 7, but it was, and I know me, when I be in the offline and some shit going on in the ASÉ, you would think I was watching Raw or I was watching SmackDown, but like, I'm getting to see Darius Carter and Darius Lockhart do their thing again. I'm getting to see a team called Demon Time, and then they look like actual demons, and they're wrestling a squad called Ugly Gang. Shut up.
That was a situation of the night, by the way.
Yeah.
Listen, there are a lot of people on that card I love you niggas. I talk to y'all in y'all face.
Mm-hmm.
But Demon Time or Ugly Gang was the most exciting, fun thing on that goddamn card. Them niggas was fighting over there. They was fighting over there. Baby said, oh, look, they right here. Listen, niggas wanted to leave. We couldn't leave a chair. Listen.
Facts. And that's a story they've been building too. Like, it's not like that was just a 6-man tag that they put together for that show. Go back a couple shows, you can see how they wasn't known as Demon Time at the time, but Demon Time been fucking with Ugly Gang for a minute, so this had to happen.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I want to manage somebody in ASÉ, but I don't know if I got that kind of time. I want to just. I'm not taking no bumps. I'm telling y'all now.
Once that Mr. D, yes, the full. It's called ASÉ Wrestling Return of the King. Primarily because Darius Carter versus Darius Lockhart for the ASÉ Men's Championship at the end of the show. Although that Shug D, Isaiah Broner, Pan African World Diaspora Championship match was also dope. There was enough. It's all for free on YouTube, which isn't normal. Normally you gotta pay. Damn, he really got the whole the Pan African World Diaspora gold up in his house. That's how you know Black Rasslin real. What other podcast got the Pan African World Diaspora Championship just chilling in the back? I'm gonna shut up. That ASÉ was what else was on that show? I feel like there was another match I do want to shout out before we move on to something else. No pun intended.
You got Zelina. So first of all, they went crazy.
Yes, Cedric was in there. Yeah.
I called Zelina was gonna go crazy, and I knew they was gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm. Teacher versus student.
I'm mad at y'all.
Why?
I'm mad at y'all specifically. Now y'all's he's my that's my guy over there. That's my ASÉ guy. You know what I'm saying?
Since the beginning,
one of the Dariuses, you know what I'm saying? Well, listen, y'all and Jordan Hope, but we'll get to that.
There you go.
I'm talking to him, and if you noticed, if you followed y'all been always a great big nigga. He'll jump off anything, flip off anything. Y'all getting yourself together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all slipping down.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ran down on y'all. Y'all was in the crowd after the amazing match. He had a little towel over his head. I guess he was hiding from whoever was in the crowd.
The match was really fucking good, too.
And so I run down on y'all. I say, what you doing to get yourself together? Because god dang it, I've been noticing, nigga, you running down, you slimming up, you about to be a goddamn half a hardy boy out here. What are you doing?
Sorry.
And I'm expecting the Hogan answer prayer vitamin. Right?
Uh-huh.
I'm just programmed. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You're more. This nigga say, I've just been in the Stairmaster real hard.
The Stairmaster?
It was the most uneventful thing of the night. I was like, nigga, you
but no shade.
You're doing good. How do you do that well? This nigga said, I'm just hitting the Stairmaster real hard. You know what I'm saying?
The Stairmaster will get you together. It's no shade.
Really?
You're going to sweat boots. It's going to get your legs together. It's going to tush. Push that tush up. And the level of sweat.
I don't like the Eagles.
Yeah, this ain't your department. But
I appreciate that.
But
that Stairmaster work wonders though.
It produced. That's why not women, but because men get on too. But when people get BBLs, I just be like, why don't you just get on the Stairmaster or the elliptical?
Right.
I've seen those results. Right.
I see the women.
They just put is why people don't do it. It's hard.
But they get the barbell, they just do the squats, and then like 6 months later they got butt.
Yeah, like just do the Stairmaster will get you together. But it makes you sweat like hell. Like the level of sweat that you get on a Stairmaster, it will bring the pounds down in conjunction with a good diet.
You can't out train a bad diet.
That's always what messed me up. I'm sorry. It's just
you got to shut up. Nah, I hope I said that when we was together this weekend. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you too. All right. So this the thing for me. I love wrestling. I love people more. And just sitting and seeing your folks, seeing Jabari from the goddamn African American wrestling group, and goddamn just being out there with my people and kicking it and having a good time, man. You can't beat it, man. I'm gonna break my neck to get to the next ASÉ.
I'm gonna be out of town for real. What I think that's the 28th. I'm gonna be coming back from being out of town.
Come on, I'll be going back to Cali.
Charlotte.
I need to hit a ASÉ show up because again,
I ended up in the middle of a lesbian tattoo party when I was out there.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat, and those are fun. I'm sure you had a great time.
So yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, they spoke to Danielle. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey girl, what's going on?
Yeah.
Fam said he felt included, but they wasn't having conversation with him.
Nah, I didn't speak to anyone. They didn't speak to me at all. And that's fine. That's fine. Because if I'm in a group and it's all niggas, they speak to me, and I'll be like, hey, babe, they spoke. That's so
right.
I understand it. I don't have no problem with it.
It's a give and go.
With it. I was going to get it. Listen, if we had about another half hour, you was going to see it was going to be some BRP in.
Right. We was trying. We was live in the chat with it. That was shout out ASÉ Wrestling on YouTube. After we're done here, go over there. It's like 3+ hours over there. It's a great show. You're getting great wrestling. Shouts out to
ASÉ. Give us a walking room.
Facts.
From the house of ASÉ.
Shouts out.
The overall Father. Get it. Darius.
Shout out Gerard Bonner.
Yo,
Shout out Chris Lee.
Shout out to those gentlemen specifically, because I had some, specifically Brother Bonner. I had a sensitive conversation with him, and
that's right.
It was cool to have a conversation with a nigga that, and pardon me for calling you a nigga, but I call everybody nigga, Brother G. A nigga that's always on. Like you talked to Brother Bonner. He's always on. He's very good. And I asked him, I said, and I warned him, I said, hey, let me ask you some messy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we had the conversation. And shout out to him for just being a real nigga at the end of the day, having a conversation about real stuff. So, and this is all part of what I feel like is necessary
for the community
in wrestling for me to keep doing what we do. Like
that
the
makes
battery
sense.
The battery of the 2 weekends that I've just had put together back to back has put it like I'm excited about pro wrestling like I haven't been in years. Now, mind you, the good folks, shout out to the good folks to fight. The good folks to fight. Let me do some backstage interviews. And one of them hit the way. You know what I mean? One of them hit the tweets.
I didn't see it. I got to check it out.
And I listen. It's niggas is saying I'm AZ and belly. The way my man, big time Rob.
Shout out Rob.
Shout out to Rob. Saw hit him with the chair in the back, and I couldn't be like I couldn't tell.
You got to ask. You got to mention it.
I just had to get out the way. Listen, I had a decision. Like, do I warn him or do I go down with him?
No.
I had to get out the way.
Yeah, no.
He got a chair. Listen.
You're not the wrestler in that
tough,
situation.
Right? Rob, you tough. You tough, right?
This why you here. That's why you getting paid,
niggas
right?
Get hit with a chair every day, B.
Right.
Come on,
tough, right?
I just want to talk cash shit about my wrestler to somebody and then just smack the shit out of them, and then my wrestler come and spear them. I'm not taking no bucks. I want to be very clear to the good folks at ASÉ. Should I be utilized in any capacity?
Mhm.
I'm not taking any bumps.
They are.
I'm not. I may take a soft push, maybe a slight, like a nudge,
Nigga.
A slight chair moment.
Get on my face.
Center back, light tap. But
how? I was gonna ask if you could show us how you. Nah, but you right. All right. Yeah.
And I want to manage a female wrestler. I want to. Well, you know what? I think it'd be funny if I managed a male wrestler, because that'd just be hilarious. Like my man's gonna knock you the fuck out.
You be talking cash shit.
Keep playing games. Keep joining. Yeah.
Watch.
Put you with pure ignorance.
No, DDM is the manager for Mike Santana.
Oh, absolutely. Because ain't nobody gonna try my baby father. I'm telling you now.
No,
I'm telling you now.
Bitch, don't be talking about my husband.
We're not gonna dig. No, Mike is not my husband. He's my baby father. He has
my fault. My baby daddy.
My
baby daddy gonna beat your ass next week.
My baby father is going to get you. I'm telling you now. Keep running your mouth. Keep running your mouth. I swear to God.
That's NXT.
Oh God, I got something for you. It's a cake baking for you. All right, stay there. I want you to stay there. Keep talking. You know what? Stay there. Hold up. I'll be right back. Hold up.
Mike, yeah. You ain't hear what he said? Mike, you ain't hear what he said?
For real, like for real, Mike. I'm just saying, like, we going to New York Nick this nigga. I'm telling you that.
You gonna lose in 3?
Oh damn!
I'm sorry, Nick.
Damn.
Damn. I really don't care.
Damn.
All the New York sports teams. I'm sorry.
On that note, I guess we should before the ASÉ show, 1 p.m. that Saturday was Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia.
Take the S off of it. You take the S off of it. It's
Night of Champions.
The champion, nigga.
Who, Cena or you?
Nigga, me.
Oh yeah.
I will say, I said it earlier in the cold open. I was 0 for 4. I said, why did I even bother?
Yeah,
it's like that.
That's what it is. You got to pay tax sometime, and that was my my Saudi tax. But god damn. All right, let's get to the highlights of this show. Obviously, Cody Rhodes and Kodak Rhodes and Jade Cargill are your king and queen of the ring, which really means that Randy Orton has lost 2 Saudi King of the Ring tournaments in a row. It's just interesting. It's interesting.
It's the Saudi. Like, Saudi is just promoting a little bit more than the house show. So it's okay.
It's fine, but I think the thing is we're on the road to a Randy Orton heel turn like sooner than soon. And I think stuff like this, man, I don't want to say decisively beating him, but like that match on Saturday, like Cody had him.
And very soon, Randall is going to turn heel, and I ain't talking kitten. I'm talking stiletto. He's giving heel.
Well, my question is, so
where's young lady that can cook like a mother?
Yeah, Cody, like his heel is like some heels is like a wedge, some heels is a kitten, some heels is a block. Randy about to be a stiletto, 6-inch pointy toe, killer cockroach in the corner. He's about to be heel.
Stop the roach.
Is that stiletto gonna take the title from Cena in Jersey next month?
I don't think so.
Because I talked about Randy Orton turning heel, but the other part was, I mean, a lot of people was looking at Cody in that match like, hey, he was kind of going for himself as opposed to he was definitely taking all the face energy, but in ring, I mean, he made sure that he threw Randy into that exposed turnbuckle or whatever.
Yeah. I'm in Kodak wore velvet in Saudi Arabia.
I know he was hot.
I'm like, why are you going to velvet in Saudi Arabia?
They got a whole yeast infection after that match.
For that. No, but I mean, Night of Champions, I'm a little disgruntled with the World Wrestling Entertainment Organization right now because I feel like they have too many shows going on, and they're not doing they're not building them properly.
Right.
And
Well, it's too many shows to have time to build.
Yeah,
a lot in
it's
between
like,
is what it is.
I know we're hot right now. I know we're that girl, but I'm gonna need us to take I'm gonna need us to take a bathroom break.
They can't.
You're doing way too many shows.
They can't. I don't know. I mean, this is so, again, we always get to the point like, yo, I didn't have this on the dock at all, but TKO, because they're not doing so many house shows, they're kind of up in the ante on everything. Everything is, if it's not a Raw or a SmackDown, it's a PLE. It's a Saudi. So like every show ends up being, we need some type of moment.
But what happened is, and this is the issue that AEW had, and I criticized them for this, so now I'm going to criticize WWE for the same thing. You're doing everything is a damn event. Everything is a damn show. And I criticize All Elite, and I'm very fair. WWE, like these Saturday night main events, was basically main event at nighttime. Okay?
That's the one. If it's not Evolution, that's what they're building towards right now. Yeah.
Well, I feel like.
Go ahead, fam.
I feel like, to a point, I would agree that everything is supposed to be an event, right? And they're doing that same thing where, like, oh, we get this Dynamite in the middle of the month that's supposed to be AEW Ice Age, where it's ice cold tonight, and we gonna have some matches with some niggas that's really supposed to be wrestling each other, which is fine. But the problem is it's kind of the opposite with WWE, is that they're having these things that they're calling events to us, but they glorified house shows. I knew
that's my issue. And that's why I said I'm going to be fair, because AEW, they was getting on my nerves with that. It's called AEW Summer Break, but it's basically an episode of Dynamite to me.
Summer Break.
Let's
take the night off.
But like with WWE, I think what's really pissing me off is I do not like how they treated Evolution. And I think the build to Evolution is absolutely abysmal. That was a show that I was actually going to buy tickets to. Not now.
You was talking about it, yeah. And that's next weekend. That's good. That's the crazy part.
The build is absolutely terrible. I don't know why you hinged your whole card on Liv Morgan. No shade to Liv Morgan, but why is she the one that's going to just go off every creative plan? I just think that's dumb. I just personally, I'm like, y'all doing too much. And I feel like and this is coming from, this is just one of many things that's getting on my nerves. But I feel like ever since they sold the TKO, from the WWE World Experience to the ticketing to the build to the shows, it's all giving cash grab without a regard to the quality of the product.
Yeah.
And
so
the quality of the product has to matter.
It should, right? But here's the thing that I've always learned, and you know this specifically as an artist, is quality doesn't always translate to sales, right? The best rapper isn't the most selling rapper normally ever, right? And I think they're more marketing strategy than anything now. And that being the case, fine. Get your money, babe. But don't lie to me. Don't be like, oh, we're feeding you this and we feeding you that in the name of this. Listen, babe, I understand. You trying to sell records right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you out here, you putting out singles and you trying to sell out these shows. And that is, you are, to be honest, you're being very successful at, right? And y'all cut this down. Don't say this to Mimi. Cut Mimi feed off so she don't see this. The amount of financial success with Cody Rhodes as the quarterback is insane. And his position in the history of pro wrestling in this very very short amount of time, because I hate to be a prisoner of the moment.
Right.
But the financial success during his run as the guy on top has been very financially successful, and they've done everything they wanted to do. That being the case, the hardcores have not been getting fed as much as we like on WWE TV, and so we do. It's interesting, right? Because what they do is they know it. They're not feeding the hardcores with WWE TV, and I've said this for years, babe. The WrestleMania is not for the hardcores; it's for the casual.
It's for everybody. It's the Super Bowl.
But you know what you got as a hardcore, specifically the two niggas that are on screen with me right now.
Right.
DDM, and don't answer. I'm gonna ask a question, but it's semi-rhetorical. DDM, how do you feel about NXT? Also, brother Cal, how do you feel about the LFG show?
Oh, DDM, you go first.
Oh no, I love that's where they entertain me. They entertain me on NXT and LFG. NXT is where they entertain me.
Yeah,
Fed Cal LFG.
LFG shows the way that they're building shit. It's cool to see a person go from I wasn't in wrestling 3 months ago to now I'm wrestling in front of NXT crowd. I could get a contract to be on Tuesday nights, to then be on Monday nights, to then be at WrestleMania. Like that journey is always dope to me. Always dope to me.
And that's how you run a multifaceted business. Is that the top of your business isn't going to feed everyone, but sometimes it's going to be Polo Sport. Sometimes it's going to be Chaps. Sometimes it's going to be goddamn the Purple Label Polo. You are going to feed all kinds of niggas off your business in different facets. And I see what they're doing. We are just not getting what we want from the main place that we're usually used to getting what it is that we want.
I can see that. That's why I like ASÉ. That's why I like ASÉ. Cause hell.
Everywhere.
Well, cause hell. What else happened on Night of Champions that I'm missing? Well, Solo Sikoa.
Oh yeah, he got the belt.
He not only did he become United States champion, but he essentially formed Bloodline 3.0 with Tama Tonga and Tongaloa are bike, and then Hikuleu, aka Tala Tonga. I don't want to BRP segment this man's name, but his name being Tala Tonga felt so Vince McMahon to me. Yes. Like that's a tall one.
They talk about Vince. I keep saying this for all of the crap that they talked about Vince McMahon.
We can still talk.
It's been, and that's fine, but it's giving Vince McMahon.
Well, I mean, it's WWE. To be honest, listen.
You can't escape it. There's no escaping it.
Yes, no. On point. That's very cool. But no, that's always going to happen. That is going to happen for a very long time, as the man whose lifeblood this was is really poured into this thing, and we're going to see that for a long time. But to be honest, and let's keep it a bill, it was time for it.
Yes.
Solo is underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Solo is underrated. Solo is funny. Solo comes across as a good character. We realized them bad clothes was on purpose.
Yeah, everything is by design.
Yes, they know. Listen, the one thing that I have not had a problem with is people in pro wrestling saying give it time.
Yeah, be patient.
If you listen to anything that Kevin Owens has touched over the last few years, you know that he's going to bring that back up, and it makes it amazing.
Right, so he's paying attention,
That being the case, man, that is the good part about wrestling. If you give it time and it comes back around, they do what they're supposed to do. And sometimes everybody don't get a chance at the front. This is his turn, and I believe he's gonna kill it.
Solo?
Yes. I think Solo is going to kill this. He was in waiting while his older brothers were getting busy and getting to their shine. And now I feel like it's his time. And I'd like to see this go. And they're going to get some more money out of the bloodline. And here's the one thing that I feel like nobody is talking about.
Uh-huh.
In the pantheon of WWE shows, right? And I'm gonna get out of here in a second because I gotta go.
Thank you, Saucy.
Where would y'all put SummerSlam in the ranking of WWE PLEs?
2.
Would you would agree with that?
It's right after WrestleMania. At this point, it's right after WrestleMania. I'm sorry, what you said?
Brother DDM, would you agree with that?
No.
What would you put number 2?
I would put the Royal Rumble as number 2.
The Rumble. But where would you put
the Royal Rumble? Is my favorite pay-per-view, and to me, it's always the funnest one.
That's good.
I like them more than all of them.
But where would you put SummerSlam in like the big events of the year?
Number 3 for me.
Okay, that's fine. The top 3 shows.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Roman Reigns?
That was my thought when you talk about Solo's got a bloodline. It's a bloodline that has nothing to do with the previous bloodline. It's all him. Jacob Fatu's on the outside, and I was that night. I was thinking, this could set up Roman and Jacob being a team again at some point, but I don't know when that would even be because Roman is Akuma. He about to be in a whole street fight. I don't know when that's filming, but that movie coming out next year, so that may be soon. Should be soon.
Is Roman gone?
The way they were Mimi's not here, but the way they was talking about Roman Reigns during his most recent run, they were talking about how he may own like I don't know if it's a certain number of matches, but like he may be towards the end of his regular active wrestling career.
I think that part of it's over.
Roman just had another baby.
Everybody's shooting Roman the baby bail.
I didn't realize that.
But when was the baby born? Because he wasn't around before the baby. Him
slowing down his career in ring has been long before any recent baby was born, if we're being real.
Hey, Kofi, I love the cast because it's chaos. That goddamn cast is like
a Bloodline 3.0.
The Street Fighter cast?
Yeah, who is confirmed?
So currently, Roman is confirmed to be Akuma. Cody is confirmed to be Guile.
Is he confirmed
today? Confirmed today.
As of today, he's confirmed. Jason Momoa is in there.
Okay.
Those are the Noah Centino, if you know who he is from some of the he's a white guy who's been like popular NXT Netflix for the last like 5 years or whatever. I don't like outside 50? Of that the cast may be a little
50? Oh yeah, 50 Cent is supposed to be wrong.
50's fake Mike Tyson, yes.
Yo,
he only fights with gloves.
He has a disgusting hairline.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm there the first day. As wild as this is, like I'm there the first day. This is wild.
Take my son who's playing Ken and Ryu? Who's playing Chun-Li?
Named them? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to say random, but like they're not stars. Like the Roman Reigns and the 50 Cents are going to be some of the bigger stars out that film compared to Chun-Li and the Ken and Ryus.
Yeah. Hey,
Colin Monroe played Cammy in the 93 one.
Yeah, shouts out Turnbuckle Talk. That it was Raul
Julia.
Raul Julia was
Bison. You got Steve to fill because Raul Julia was that guy.
It's not Raul Julia. It's his David.
Well, no, he did. He died.
No. But I'm saying like the person playing it now is I don't know if he's Raul Julia, but it ain't Raul Julia. It's David. So I don't know what his name is.
Raul, I'm not gonna make this.
Noah Centino is playing Ken. God bless. I don't know if he can do the karate like that.
I don't know how much that matters. Listen, we dealt with goddamn Jean-Claude as Guile. I don't think Guile's part will be as big in this movie. I think they're going to go in another direction. It'll be interesting. But fellas, I am going to get out of here. I gotta season this chicken for tomorrow, man.
All right. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Y'all having an event tomorrow?
Yeah. You know, it's my people's. You know, my uncle say my uncle my auntie called me and was like, Earl, you gonna do the chicken again? I said, come on. I can't. This is a formality. This is a foregone
Yeah.
conclusion.
This is
Ain't like I
happening no
can be
matter
like, nah, I ain't gonna be at it. No, I ain't none of that.
Yeah.
I ain't none of that. 'Cause if I hang the phone up 10 seconds later, my uncle could call me with wild words.
This nigga said he ain't making the chicken.
Niggas, you crazy? You making the chicken?
That was so good. I want to buy him a short set.
So yes,
I'm gonna
and
be
listen,
like the waffle cone is tripping down on the floor.
I don't know that song, but I will say before I get out of here, my Black Wrestler of the Week is Big Swole for shoulder checking me walking down the road. Like I was leaving out, and me and Miss Van was walking down the road. I get shoulder checked. She shoulder checked and name checked me in the same night.
I love
Shout
it.
out to you, Earl. Shout out to Cousin Earl. Peace. I'm out, fellas.
Peace.
Y'all be good.
Talk to you soon. DDM. What else happened on this Night of Champions? What? Raquel Rhea didn't do anything for you?
Oh no, that was cute. That was a cute moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time Raquel woke up. But no, that was a great match.
I wasn't mad at it. I was surprised Rhea won.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this pay-per-view was ass. I mean, we ain't talk about the elephant in the room because I'm not going to bash that woman. But it's like, come on.
Look, when they booked Jade Cargill and Asuka, when that was the match on that SmackDown and Saudi
They don't
Arabia,
even go together.
But you knew, like, that's one of those things where it's like there's somebody we obviously feel is our pick to be a star, and there's a seasoned vet that can give them the match that we hope can turn them into a star. The ending of that match, outside of everything you got in between the bells, the pin is probably one of the more contested because it looked like Jade had both shoulders on the ground. But I don't think they're changing anything at all. It's a matter of, I'm assuming it's going to be Jade, Tiffany at SummerSlams, and I'm going to assume that Naomi is bringing that briefcase to Jersey, is going to try and meddle in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, I didn't like that they just booed her. They booed a lot of. They seem to boo black people a lot.
No, facts. Well, Kel said she didn't see the show, but she didn't like how they was treated. It was definitely boos for Jade anytime Jade was on TV.
Yeah. I ain't really like. I'm not a fan of these Saudi shows.
I understand.
I think if I was working in WWE, if I was a performer as a man, I would probably be fully clothed in solidarity for the women.
Just drop a whole bodysuit.
I would, because I think it's so unfair that those women have to go out in that heat in full bodysuit and CM Punk to come out in his drawers, and it's fine.
It don't make sense.
I just the whole situation just. Like, I hated the pay-per-view. Dull.
That's why I liked Ashe so much. It was a good pick-me-up from... there's
something to talk about. Jay is not good.
Yeah! I'll say this. Regardless of her skills, I'm assuming she's going to be facing Tiffany Stratton.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna sell the story.
They have
She's
to.
a nice-looking girl, nice-looking woman, rather.
I like that Naomi is a wild card in the situation, though, because that could turn. Like Jade could win the world championship at SummerSlam, and then Naomi could steal it from her, and you get a historical moment, and then you get an intriguing story for however long they want to go through the summer into the fall.
I mean, yeah, but I just watched Jade Cargill beat Roxanne Perez and Asuka, and I didn't believe it neither time. I Roxanne is one of the most gifted wrestlers, period. Asuka is a certified G, and you can't teach that. And
I like that.
And I just watched them wrestle themselves to get somebody over. It's giving Sable.
Well, no. Well, I think that's the thing, right? I think what you're seeing and what we've all been seeing is the culmination of WWE sees this particular individual as a star. Like they feel like Jade Cargill could be one of those ones.
Could be and is two different things. Right
could
now,
be and is two different things. Yes,
you're telling the story that she is, and right now she's not. And
that doesn't stop them from trying to put her in a position, though, is the thing.
Yeah, what does her merch do? Does her merch do well or something?
I've not heard that her merch is done exceedingly well than anybody else.
Okay, so it ain't the merch.
It's her look. I think they see her look and they're like, this looks like somebody who could be on top of WWE.
Like how AEW thought. And then the crowd turned on her.
I think the thing with AEW is, and they still do this now, they will also sign somebody, or at least they were for a while, signing people because they didn't want WWE to sign them. It's been the conversation. Like, they'll hold on to people because they don't want to see them over there. But I think at a certain point, Jade was like, boom, I'm not re-signing with y'all. That's how she went to WWE.
Yeah, and that's fine. And they putting rockets on it and everything, but it's just not, I watch NXT every week.
Yes.
And Jade's not better than Callie Armstrong in the ring.
Shout out Callie Armstrong after the 50.
She's not better than, I'm sorry. Some people will call it hate. Some people will do whatever. But the reality is, when you're at that level, I'm expecting a certain level of execution.
Right.
And number one, you're putting her with women who are smaller than her, so it makes it look worse, in my opinion. Because if she was doing this shit with another big bitch, and they was smacking the shit out of each other and slamming each other and something like that, then it could be passable. But you're putting her with a striker, and then a wrestling technician, a prodigy, literally, who is way smaller than her, and it looks disjointed. It looks awkward. It looks bad.
I don't think they got. And Sloan said yes. WWE is doing the same thing, signing talent just to keep them from AEW. Yes, I agree. I think the thing is a lot of the best women in WWE are not the Jade size, just like a lot of the best men in WWE aren't the Roman Reigns. So she's gonna have to go through a period where she eats a lot of these women,
but she's eating women that me as a viewer, I don't believe it.
They don't care. Do you think?
I don't believe that you beat Asuka, and you couldn't even sell me the pin because now it's in question. Even though WWE is going to ignore it.
Yes. The pin is in question until SmackDown, but yes.
But it's in question because you couldn't even do the damn pin right.
But the problem is if WWE doesn't look at Roxanne Perez or Asuka as the one right now, and they think Jade Cargill's the one, they're running with that, just like the Cody Rhodes, just like the whoever the case may be.
Cody can wrestle. I'm sorry. Here's another thing I want to say. I am all about black talent. I'm all about pushing black talent. Okay? But I'm also about being fair and calling a thing a thing.
Of course. I respect that.
The reality is I will always support black talent. But when I have talent that is not getting these kinds of looks that are good, and the thing is, it was a reason why I asked you about her merch. Because if she was selling gangbusters merch,
there's no question.
Figures, I'm like, y'all just going to have to eat it.
Right.
But the fact that her merch is not doing gangbusters.
Not that I've heard,
The fact that, Like it's not make. I get why they're doing it. I get it, but I want to be clear. Nobody is picking on Jade Cargill. Okay, it's not about picking on somebody. It's about the fact that I watched her wrestle a 20-year veteran. Okay, who is amazing, who got denied her Royal Rumble win at WrestleMania, who has always, put other people over and not got certain moments that she should have had. I'm watching a technician who is being put in a faction and not being pushed, wrestle themselves on a major wrestling television show. And it's not believable. That is the issue. It's not believable.
That's the issue. I think the thing is, because I don't think you're wrong. I think the thing is it's bigger than Jade Cargill. Because at a certain point, this is the people who are booking the show and wanting to see who they feel are the real champions. I mean, she wouldn't be in that position if somebody didn't feel like she could beat her. But that person that is feeling she should beat her should also be like, boom, she may not be ready. This may not be the time.
At least book the match. Whoever's producing these matches, produce the match in a way like you're putting her with a striker. You're putting her. Roxanne is a tiny woman. Okay,
Roxanne is a tiny. I've not seen anything about the producers of the matches. I will say.
Black Queens, Tiffany ain't that much better. Tiffany is a better wrestler than Jade, and she proved it at WrestleMania. She's proven it countless times. Tiffany is a sound wrestler, and I'm not even a big fan of Tiffany Stratton from a mic perspective, and the character's a little bit one note to me. But from an in-ring perspective, we're not going to sit and play that game like, oh, Tiffany's not that much better. She is.
Petey Williams, who is a 2-time X Division champion, and the guy who is known as a Canadian Destroyer, and I guess his front flip pile driver is where that name has come from. He was apparently the one who produced the Jade. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it's not a name I'm really familiar with. So anyway.
I just feel like for the flat that some of these same people who are like, you're picking on Jade, but then you got mad when Bianca had the title too long, and she's a good wrestler.
I hate
that doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
You'll support because it's not about not lifting up our black queens because NXT is nothing but black queens.
NXT is the blackest show on TV. Yeah,
it is the blackest show on TV that y'all don't watch. Okay, so cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
At the end of the day, when I look at Soul Ruka, Lash Legend, Jada Parker, Callie Armstrong. I mean, let's continue the list.
I love it.
Let's be real here. You want to support black queens? Support the black queens that actually had the 360.
I love it.
I'm sorry. I don't live for Ahmed Johnson.
Wait. So let me ask a question. This is so we about to, because we ain't gonna be on all night. Last Friday on SmackDown, Giulia is now your U.S. Women's Champion. DDM as a connoisseur of women's wrestling, how do you feel about Zelina finally giving up that title to Giulia's first main roster women's championship?
What you mean finally giving up that title?
I mean,
she ain't having that long. Finally,
she ain't having that long. I say it because I'm not trying to be mean, but your girl Chelsea wasn't able to get that title back from her.
I mean, yeah, because that's how the story was written. But the reality is, Zelina wasn't going to have that belt long anyway. Now, I think Zelina can now say she has a singles title.
Yes.
But I do think that I like Giulia. They're behind Giulia. Giulia is not hot with the crowd like I thought she would be right now. She's not on Stephanie Valkyrie level as far as over with the crowd. But I think it's a good move. I think it's a good way for Giulia to build herself. I didn't expect for Zelina to have the belt long, so this is not something that it wasn't a shocker to me. Like I knew as soon as Giulia stepped into the title picture for that United States Championship, I'm like, all right, Big Lena, you had your little cute run.
You knew what it was.
That you got it, but I mean, Zelina Vega is a mouthpiece to me. Like I feel like that's where she's strongest. Like her promos and stuff have always been good. When she was managing Andrade, she's always been good. I just think Zelina is just not utilized in the correct way. And then with the AAA being acquired and stuff like that, I think there's a real opportunity for her to build a stable and be a mouthpiece. We've never seen, or I can't recall, seeing a female mafia boss in WWE.
A woman really running a faction would be dope.
That woman from AAA with that wig on and always look crazy. Like, make her a character in WWE.
Yes. Make her the final boss, and she's the one talking to Zelina to make a whole new squad. Yeah, I like that.
That. Like make her Griselda Blanca.
We need that.
Like 100%. Something like that.
Damn, Didi, I like that. No, I really do like that idea.
Like for me, and that's my thing. Like, and this comes from me watching so much TV and cinema. There are a lot of stories that they're not telling that would be great for wrestling television, but they're just not telling the story.
Well, let me ask you a question. Actually, because again, we're gonna get out of here soon. I think this may be the last thing we touch on before we get out of here, unless we want to go quickly through some news. Finn Balor and JD McDonough took the WWE World Tag Team titles from the New Day. We had a conversation on Turnbuckle Talk the other day. Judgment Day storyline is fine. How do you book the New Day after, I don't want to call it a nothing run, but they had the titles and they kind of just did commentary until they lost the titles for this other storyline?
I think the New Day has reached the end of their rope.
Damn, really?
I think that story, that faction, the only meat they have left on the bone is a feud with Big E. With them coming back together, which he ain't getting in the ring no time soon.
Yeah,
it's
like you beat down Big E to then have a match with whoever's going to be trying to save Big E, essentially.
Right. So that's the story that they have left to tell. Unfortunately, if you're a black male wrestler in WWE, good luck to you right now.
It's rough.
Good luck to you right now, because you're not really on the main roster now. On NXT, they giving what it need to give.
Yeah, shout out Special Nobodies, Oba, Ricky Saints, Jasper Troy, Trick Williams, Wesley, and Wesley's squad, and there's a bunch of other names. I mean, we ain't name everybody. We ain't even name the women.
Right. To me, NXT is the UPN of WWE.
Shout out A.O. Baker.
Facts. Like if you want to see diverse cast, cool wrestling, storylines that actually make sense and don't go away after a week, you're watching NXT.
Right. It's funny how that works. 100% funny how that works. And please keep watching NXT, because hell, I was watching 2 hours of TNA Impact that they showed on YouTube, and I hope TNA Wrestling, please show full shows on YouTube on Thursday nights. It's the main way I can watch. They had Vix Crow was on there. They had Trick Williams was on there. There was another black person. Cedric Alexander was on there. Tasha Steeles was on there. It was a good little show on Impact tonight, building to a Slammiversary. And I guess there's no wrestling shows this weekend. Next weekend we talked about Evolution, Great American Bash, and AEW All In Texas is next weekend, which I believe the main black highlight of that show will be a Mercedes Moné versus Tony Storm. Yes, Meg's Dark State was also on Impact. That's like 4 out of 5 black people in that squad. Slammiversary is the 20th. What'd you say?
Yeah, I watched AEW Dynamite yesterday, and I thought it was pretty cute.
It was a good show. They're it's the week before their go home show for the pay-per-view. So it's usually the show that they put the most effort in. And Dakota Ibushi, what you call match at the end of the show was dope. I really like the Hurt Syndicate stuff that with Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey. There's a lot of fun stuff on that show. It's there's a lot of shit I don't care about is the other thing.
Mm-hmm. And T. Smitty is right. Super chat. He said Anglo-Saxon said Bianca got booed because they prefer Io and Rhea. Dennis, they wanted Oscar more. Cody and Randy are faces, but neither were booed. They love Bianca until she got a title shot.
That's facts. No, yeah, especially the end part. I remember hearing people like Bianca's a champion or Bianca's will get the championship, and they felt like at a certain point she was doing too much, or they were doing too much, which made no sense to me. It was the natural progression. She fought so hard that at a certain point she's going to be going for them title shots, but I don't know. Athena does have an all-women show coming up. Is that Metroplex Wrestling Show on Tragedy? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Come on, Athena. I can be a freak until the day until. Oh, that's the Dina Howard.
That is a Dina Howard. Yeah, let's get out of here. What was the Jeff Hardy said he's been sober for 3 years straight.
Come on, Jeff.
I guess after the 2022 DUI that he had, that when he was in AEW, that snapped him out of his years. Because I remember he was a duffel bag boy. Not that he was selling, but he got busted, and they're like, "Yo, he had a duffel bag full of everything." So no, it's good to hear that he's doing well. Yeah, Sierra said Metroplex Wrestling. I gotta check Metro. Hold up, Metroplex Wrestling 2020, because they have an all-women show coming up soon. June 7th, June 14th, June 21st, July 5th.
It's August 9th.
August 9th is the all-women show. Bet.
Shout out to Sierra.
Shout out for real.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here because I gotta go meet a special friend.
Oh yeah, hey, let's DDM. You got a Black Rass of the Week?
My Black Rass of the Week is my black ass, so you know.
Shout out, hard working.
Oh, hard working, the star of the show. My Black Wrestler of the Week is going to go to I want to give it to Naomi because I got my Money in the Bank shirt. And,
I love it.
It was cute. No shade. The Seth and Naomi Money in the Bank shirts.
They're good. I haven't checked. What? All right. Is this applause? Is this replacing the snapping of the fingers at the
well, that's for the spoken word people. The girls was giving, you know.
Because I've been seeing that over the last couple of months, but I didn't know where the. I mean,
you doing the wrong finger, Kyle. It's supposed to be.
Oh, it's the middle finger.
Yeah,
Gotcha. This is why you need to know people outside your circles to get all the encompassing. Speaking of Black Wrestlers of the Week, I don't know what Mimi or Math will be doing. Shouts out to Big Swole. My Black Wrestlers of the Week. Shouts out to Nicole. Shouts out to We Love Wrestling. The BRP after the 50's been going on. Actually, the last entry in the BRP 50 dropped tonight. So shouts out to them. We've been talking about Callie Armstrong all night, the current WWE Evolved Women's Champion. Frontman Josh C, Jasmine Howe, Dex Royal, Duke Davis, Zara Zakur, and St. Julius. I think I got everybody's names right. Those the after the fit. That's on my Black Wrestlers of the Week. DDM, where can the people find you on them social medias?
At Dapper Damitis on all social media, Secretary of Shade on YouTube. Also, I'm doing a rap battle here in Baltimore, August 8th, called Battle Clash, which is going to be a battle rap tournament in the vein of professional wrestling.
I love it.
I'm going to perform as well, so you can see me there.
Is there going to be video?
Yes, Cal.
I would love, because I want to. I mean, a pro wrestling rap battle situation. I need to see. Wait. Do we need to do nail watch?
No, it ain't nothing to see. It's just it's just basic clone. Holler at me next week because I'm getting my mother's funeral nails and they about to eat.
Talk about it.
They about to eat.
We out of here. DDM socials. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you already told me. Dapper Damitis. Come on, Cal. I got something waiting on me.
I'm sorry, at Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin, on all your socials, blackrasslin.com, patreon.com/Black Rasslin, youtube.com/Black Rasslin. Shouts out to everybody. 4th of July weekend. Be safe. Be with your people. Stay cool. That's it. We out of here. Shouts to Mimi. Shouts out to Mav. Shouts out to DDM. Shouts out to Fam. We'll catch y'all next week for previews for next weekend's show. Again, we out of here. DDM, please take us out.
Isn't it ironic? All you want to do is so chronic. But then you forgot when you were down who was around. I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore. Waiting for love to walk through the door.